Alright, we are live tonight for KWR episode 5, or not episode 5, not season 5 either, race 5. We're at the Singapore Grand Prix, longest race on the calendar normally, especially if there's rain, so we got 17 drivers signed up for tonight. Hopefully the rain stays away, but I have yet to have a league race in Singapore where it doesn't rain, so see what happens. Excuse me. And let's have some fun tonight. Alright, so far it looks dry. We're getting somewhere there. Let's do fast lap. And 17 drivers. We have 2 Mercedes, 2 Alfa Romeos, 2 Aston Martins, 2 Red Bulls, 2 Alpines, a Williams, a Haas, and 2 AlphaTauris, and 2 Ferraris. So we are missing a couple cars. We also have a McLaren. Let's see if I can find the points real quick. So we'll go over point standings. Drivers' Championship after... What was the last race they did? After Italy. We have PDN leading with 97 points over Moldy with 69. Then Bald Guy Racing with 50. Then we have Flash, Hitch, and Chef Joe behind him. Then as far as Constructors' Championship goes, we have Red Bull leading the way with 118, then AlphaTauri and McLaren. So far, got some good racing going on. Points is not really close, but they are there. So, last race, I'm really kind of looking at the results. Looks like PDN's won the last 3, and then Pancake won the first race. So we got some good racing going. Looks like Moldy got pole last time out at Italy, so let's see if he can do the same here. So it looks like first out is going to be Dazed Chuck. So we will ride on board with him, and he will be the one on screen for the first lap ride along here that I normally do. Sorry guys, my voice is kind of rough being sick last couple days, so I do apologize for that. And this is way better than it was on yesterday's stream. So far so good. Now, a lot of these guys do no assist in general, they do no line, they do. So this is going to be interesting to see. I think Dave's truck is one of them that did turn his line off, so going through the last couple turns. So we'll go on board with him. So try to get as wide open as possible, and he went wide there, but he did not invalidate this lap, so we're good there. So up to 7th gear, maybe 8th gear into turn 1, down to 4th gear, maybe 3rd to help the rotation in the next turn, and then get out of the power, seize easy there, get down to the straight, up until you get to the next corner, which you're going to drop down into 4th, maybe 3rd gear to help the rotation, then back on the throttle, DRS open right there, and then keep all the way to the left of sports, because it looks like the rain is starting on the screen. Then try to get as close to all as you can, breaking into this turn here. So this could be whoever can get a lap in is going to probably whoever gets pole, to be honest. Get as close to the apex, get as close to the wall as you can, wide open again down this straight. Then down to 3rd gear, then let it hang all the way out to the wall, wide open down to the next turn. Then we're going to drop all the way down to 4th gear. 3rd gear to help the rotation, and then quick upshift, then downshift to 3rd gear to make that turn. And this is where you gotta be easy on the power. Up to 5th gear, then shift all the way down to 2nd, sometimes 1st gear to make the rotation, then easy on the power into a slow turn. DRS open, down the straight. And then we're going to downshift all the way down to third gear, maybe second to help the rotation. Then try to get on the throttle as close as you can, get as close to the wide as you can. Use as much wall as you can, then downshift and then just straight line as much as possible down to third gear. And we're going to go to third gear all the way through this section, get as wide open as soon as possible. Then you're going to go up to fifth gear, then drop quickly down to third, and maybe second for the next following turn. And then you're going to be as close to wide open as possible, go down this straight, make the left and right. And wide open down to the final two turns, and then try to keep as much throttle into this as possible. So, coming through the final two turns, looks like Dave's truck's time to beat is going to be 142.879, Flash is 141.891. Next one coming across the line is going to be Draken. And he is going to get a lap. He's got wing damage, but he had a 145.556. Joe is the next one that's going to cross the line. He's got stops right now. He's been able to get laps in with the soft tires, but who knows how long it's going to be until the rain stops or starts up. So 140.0. So Joe's got pole. Bullet Giant's going to be next crossing the line. Looks like he invalidated, so he's going to have to run another lap. 147 that was the lap time. We have Brembo starting a lap. We have an Alpina Troy. He got a 143.0. Brooks is on another lap. We're going to see if we got an Aston Martin coming up here. Pneumatic is next. Yeah, Pneumatic's coming around the next couple turns. Let's see what he can do for lap time. We have a yellow in sector 1, 145.439. We have this hitch out lap. We're going to go to the Alfa Romeo's next. Turn 30. To be the first one up, we have a Red Bull and another Alfa Romeo. So let's see what they can do for lap times. 144.847. Then we have PDN with a 149.21 and Do It For Day with a 141.955. Chuck's coming around the back stretch. Looks like almost everybody that's out has got a lap in right now. Has got a lap on the board. So we're going to see if Moldy's going to got a lap in. He does. So see if you get a lap in before the track gets too wet. See if you get a decent lap in there. I said there are going to be a lot of retirements in this race tonight because of the way this track is. And with the rain already looking higher possibility, I have a feeling it's going to be that way. Moldy coming through sector 2. Let's see, not purple, but he's got a 108.7 sector 2. I think if he get in the 140s, he's definitely going to be the top 3. That's going to be my opinion. So we have Brooks behind, and we also have Brembo behind. DRS is disabled, so that means the track is wet enough to where you could potentially need intermediate soon. Which is going to be rough because there's a lot of guys that haven't set a lap yet. So there's going to be 2 separate groups of this. Moldy's coming around to finish the lap. He's going to be at a 144s probably. 144.523, so it's P7. And then Brembo's coming around 142.682. And then we have Brooks next. It's going to be probably the 144s as well. It's 144.7, so that's P9. We have nobody else coming in. Hitch looks like he's coming out to finish the lap. He's going to finish the lap. He's going to be at a 142.172. That puts him at P5. We have nobody else really on laps right now. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like for the most part everybody's going in. Looks like we have Freebird on and out lap. He's on the soft still. So we'll see if he stays on there or if he's going to abandon the lap. We have the Ferrari coming out of the pits of Ball Guy. And then we also have some other people that are out on the track still. Moldy's still on the track. We have a couple other guys. Looks like we have a yellow in Sector 1. Looks like the other Ferrari having Raptors coming out of the pits now. As with the rain, it's going to be kind of hard to improve. So I don't know how many people are going to be coming out taking advantage of the light track. But Wrangler's going in. No, he's coming out. These guys are still all on softs, so the track must be good enough yet for the soft tires, but I don't know how well that is. Moldy is coming up on there. He has got a... He's running a slow lap. He's slow. Troy Brooks is potentially on a lap. Yellow is sector 2. It's clear. Let's see. Brooks. Slow. He's probably going to the pits. Hitch is slow. Looks like we're going to keep an eye on the Ferraris next, I guess, because they are the ones that are leading the queue for the guys that are out on track now. I lied, Ferrari is. Not Ferrari, Freebird. So we'll see what he can do for a lap time. See, 107 is what Moldy was at the Sector 2. That's just what I remember. Let's see where he's at compared to him. He's definitely slower than that. We have a yellow in Sector 3, right before the stadium sections there. So he's in the one before his crew was coming up to a yellow, but it looks like it'll be clear by the time he gets there. Alright, so going through the stadium, under the tunnel, and let's see what Freebird does for the lap time. Looks like a guy off with the wing there, the Ferrari starting a lap. So good Rapture started his lap. So next is going to be Freebird. He's going to be at a 1:52.4. So Ball Guy's going to be the next one. Let's see what he gets for lap time. Dude for Dale's going in. Not too many people are on the track running laps. Draken is also on a lap. He is on a hot lap, so we'll check him out first. He's in the 3 minutes, so he must have spun. He's not there. Which we want to watch. So Freebird coming around through Sector 2, or the Ball Guy is. So he's definitely going to be around Freebird's pace because he's about the same lap time that he had. And he crashes out. He goes into the barrier at the end of Sector 2. So yellow at the end of Sector 2. I think we're definitely getting to intermediate weather. Based off this track condition. Let's see, is the Rapture going to go in, or is he staying out, or is he just trying to get the lap? PDN is going in. Yeah, it's definitely wet now. I'm surprised these guys are still trying to run the softs. Moldy is out on enters, so we do have some enters on track now. So it looks like Rapture's going to try to see if he can get in the pits now, probably. Book's retired, so he is not even going to run a lap. And Rapture hits the barrier at the end of in Sector 2. Freebird's coming through there. He's probably going to go in the pits. We also have AlphaTauri. So we have a couple guys coming out of the pits now on inners. Let's see if they can improve. I doubt they're going to improve, but it'll be interesting to see what the lap times are on the in the rain. Excuse me. So we got these guys coming around to start laps. We have two people that don't have laps in yet. He's struggling. So we have some guys on out laps. It'll be interesting to see what they get for lap time. So let's kind of ride on board with Chuck and see what he does for lap time. See what the difference is as we go through this here. So, Moldy actually leading these two. Looks like the Red Bull's struggling there through Sector 3. Pitch is on a lap. So I'm just trying to find a guy that's running one, but it looks like it's going to be Moldy. We have an AlphaTauri on the track. Flash. Who is that? Joe goes on a lap. He has a wing damage, so he's going to be going to the pits. Yeah, these guys are definitely going slower now. Moldy's down to 114 on through Sector 2, so he's 5 seconds off his pace, and he misses turn. But definitely tricky conditions for these guys tonight. I'm assuming there's gonna be right in the race to get if these guys are out here on this, just to get some lap times on it. So let's see how these guys take advantage of the wet, but people are definitely not going to improve during this, in my opinion. Truck's going to be probably 7 seconds left this time. Like I said, these guys are probably just out getting recon laps in just to try to get a feel for the wet, because my guess is it's probably going to rain during the race. So let's see, Hitch. He's 6 seconds off this time to the end of Sector 2. Yeah, so let's see, predictions-wise, I don't even know where to think. It depends on what the weather's like. The grid's going to be all mixed up, especially with some of the guys at the front of the points, not where they are, but we'll see. So let's see here. Freebird's on a lap. We'll kind of ride more with him for a minute.
Where do you think you're going, huh? Where do you think you're going?
So it looks like Freebird's at a 2-minute lap, but I think he has some issues. And Rapture's on an out lap, so he's gonna just try to get a lap time in. The Red Bull's on an out lap.
There's a burp.
Not a whole lot of people on the track. So, see what kind of lap times they get here. Yes.
Yeah, he had one up you with that one too.
Alright, so just kind of riding over with Hitch here to see, just kind of try to finish this qualifying session. Now we got 1 minute and 45 seconds left, so I'm just kind of quick trying to tick this off quick, try to get it over with. I'm sure a lot of these drivers want to get out of the rain, but who knows what the race is going to be like.
Left foot.
Looks like he had a little bit of a bobble on the exit, but not too terrible. 9 seconds off his time in the dry. So we got 1 minute left of the session. Flash retired. A lot of these guys are retiring now just because of what's there. So let's see what the Rapture gets for lap time.
Right.
So
Left hand. Right hand. Left hand.
he's going to finish the
Left
lap.
hand, right hand. Left foot. Right foot. Right foot. Left foot.
I'd definitely be in the 150s, probably 155. 154, 515, so not too far off Freebird's time, and it was actually only about a second or two off of Hitch's time from his wet time, so that wasn't terrible. That wasn't bad at all. So yeah, we'll go see what Moldy and is that Draken? Yeah, let's see what these guys are doing. They're doing a little bit of racing before the race. See how it is, how easy it is to follow and stuff in the rain. This track is kind of fairly hard to pass anyways, and the rain just makes it way worse. Let's see what these lap times are. But I think it actually might have had a faster lap time than the two of these guys. I don't know how much fuel they're running or ERS running or anything like that, but we have Moldy spinning off of the final turn. So qualifying goes like this. Chef Joe is leading, got pole with a 140.063, timed the rain just right. PDA got a 149.21, 9/10 off of Joe. Flash at a 141.891. We have Do It For Dale, Hitch, and Bremo are at the top 6. Stays Chuck, Troy, Moldy at 9th, 7, 8, 9. Books at 10, Turf Thinner, a pneumatic, Draken, Freebird, and Rapture, Wrangler, and then Bald Guy retired before he got a lap finished. So we'll get a break, and we'll see you back after the break.
He's still got a little bit of jerky
Alright.
there, though.
So we're going to get going here. Looks like we're about to start the formation lap. Let's see what happens with the tire. Looks like it's dry right now, so we'll see how long it stays that way. So we're just kind of waiting for this to... So we're going to start the formation lap here. So there's the race strategy. So it's going to be, looks like a one-stop hard to mediums or two-stop. I feel like the softs probably won't last long here. So look at the tires right now. We have Joe and Freebird on softs. We have Enrapture, Hitch, Duke for Dale, and PDN on hards. Everybody else is on mediums. So with guys starting on hards, that tells me that the rain is not going to be right away. So that's good there. So we're going to put position change up for the start of this like we do every other time. Let's see what let's see what the position changes at the start. So turn one, run out of turn one is kind of rough on this track because there's a lot of runoff. So people's got to watch the rejoins. So we have 3 Red Bull powertrain power cars in the top 3. We have a Ferrari power car, then Mercedes, 2 Mercedes, then a Ferrari, and so on down the line. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here after we get going. I still get a little bit of mixed up good because of the rain. So can Jeff Joe hold the lead, or will PDN or Flash take it over, and can Hitch or Brembo maybe get up in there and fight for it? So Molly's down in P9. Can he get up there? He's second in the championship, I believe. So can he get up there, or third? Can he get up there and fight for it as well? So let's see what happens. We're a half a lap away from the start of this thing. So 31 laps, like I said, longest race of the season, especially if there's rain. So this race sometimes takes a little bit of time. So we'll see what happens. This race will be live on YouTube here by the end of the day tomorrow, the 11th. So hopefully, guys, if you missed it today, if you guys want to watch it over again, it's on there. So there's a link to my YouTube channel in the profile of the Twitch channel. So, and all my streams for races get uploaded to YouTube. So there's that. So everybody's going to be lining up here, and then we'll get going. So we'll jump on board with the last car so we can follow where he's at. Looks like that is Wrangler. So Wrangler is tailing the field right now. So we'll watch when he gets to the grid, and then we'll get ready to go here. So the last car is about to line up on the grid. So we have, looks like Chuck is kind of struggling to see where he's got to go. But the last car is lining up on the grid right now. So we're going to watch for the 5 red lights to go out. So it is round 5 of KW Racing. It's lights out, and away we go. And we got some good takeoffs on the start. Joe gets a really good start. The Red Bull did not. The second AlphaTauri got a really good start. Going into turn 1, looks like the Williams going to look to the inside of PDN, but did not make anything happen. So we got 2 AlphaTauris up front, followed by the Red Bull and Williams. The Haas of Dave's truck looking around the outside. Not making anything happen yet, and Hitch is down a spot as well. Draken is up 4 spots in the start, and Ballgate is also up 4 spots in the start. So that's a couple moves off the start. Not too bad. So we go back up to the front here. Looks like Joe has gotten away well on the sauce. He's got a 1.2 second gap already on his teammate. We have some battles downfield as well. We got PDN and Brembo following Flash, and then Dave's Chuck and Hitch are right there behind them. We have a train of cars right now. We have, looks like Brembo looking to the inside, not making it happen. He runs wide then, causing him to lose a little bit of time. That leaves the door for Chuck trying to make a move, going into the following turns. Chuck to look to the inside, but can't be close enough to make a move. He's going to try to do a switchback, and is not close enough to make anything happen there as well. We have a pass in the back. Looks like Dude Fidel had a rough exit. That leaves the door for Boldy Dragon. Boldy Dragon spot. Looks like he might have slight damage too as well on his front wing. We have some crazy racing in this race already. So as this race moves on, Joe's already got a 2 second gap on Flash, so he's moving. PDN on the hards is keeping up with Flash very well. That's telling me the guys starting in the hards are doing the one stop most likely. The guys on the softs are probably doing a 2. Joe on the 145, 227 for a fast lap of the race. We have Brembo trying to keep up with PDN. They're staying right nose to tail right now. No DRS in this lap. It'll be the next lap. It'll be active. We'll go back to this battle between Brooks and Draken. Brooks was within 2/10. Or was within 2/10 of Draken before that turn, but they are not close enough to make anything happen now. With this track being such a high downforce, it's going to be DRS. It's going to play king on a lot of stuff. So without that, you're kind of just hoping for the guy in front of you to make a mistake. Ball guy is trying to get close to the back of Turf that are not quite side by side, but he's going to try to see if he can get alongside him in the next turn. Doesn't think about it, but does not do anything to make any moves. So, let's see. So I got a 4-car train up front. Jay's truck is kind of holding on with Hitch and Boldy Dragon right behind him. So far, everybody's getting clean. No pits yet for repairs, so that's good there. Rear on the sauce trying to keep ahead of Pneumatic in the back. So far, everybody's doing good to keep it clean. PDN is 3/10 outside of Flash and Joe. Joe and Flash have Flash is definitely pulled away from not Flash, but Joe's definitely pulled away. PDN looking to try to see if he can make move on Flash as they get towards the DRS zone of this lap. So 3 DRS zones on this track. That does help for some overtaking. But PDN is also on hard, so that's going to make it difficult for him to make anything happen. So there's going to be a DRS train now because of how many cars are still together. But DRS is going to be open for these guys once they get to this turn. So let's see if anybody's going to make any DRS passes now. We have some closer battles there, but PDN is closer to Flash. Going to look to the inside or outside. Going to go the long way around. We have a yellow ahead. Looks like... yellow behind Brooks spawn, so he's definitely lost a spot. Hitch is going to try to make a move on Dave's Chuck. As a switchback gets a better exit, Chuck does. Nothing happening there. So we got a couple of switches in position right there, but nothing too drastic. We have some battle in the back too. We got maybe Ball Guy trying to make a move. So with the next DRS zone here, let's see if anybody can make any moves happen. Flash is close enough to have DRS off PDN, so Brembo's probably not going to be able to get anything to happen. But Hitch might be close enough on Chuck. Nope, nothing happened there. We got Ball Guy and Turther in the back. It looks like Turther might have got a little bit loose off of him. So they're side by side going in down this DRS straight. Looks like Turther's going to have the spot. Ball Guy misses the braking point and he crashes out. So he locks up, and that will cause a VSC. It looks like we have damage to Freebird. Freebird, I think, just got tangled up in that because he was on the outside, unfortunately, when he ran into the wall. Looks like Joe's going to take this opportunity to make a quick pit stop, but it's going to be a full course safety car now, so he's going to get out the softs, put the mediums on probably, and do a one stop later. So that leaves the door open for a couple people. We have Joe pitting. Looks like Turther's probably going to go into pits. So mediums on for Joe. Turther's going to come in the pits. Turther's going to have a 5-second penalty for speeding on pit lane. So he's going to have to serve that either next pit stop, which will probably be that, or the end of the race. Then we also have Freebird coming to the pits prior to put a wagon on. So we're going to put mediums on for Turther. And then looks like it'll be mediums for the Aston Martin of Freebird. So we'll take a short break, and once everybody gets lined up for the restart, we'll be back with you. So the safety car is going in. So we are back green. So PDN leads the way. Flash is going to look, trying to make a move, but nothing happening yet. So right now we have some movement in the back. Draken's going to move up a spot, trying to make a pass up for 7th. Brembo's staying right there with the back of Flash, see if he can make a move, try to get another position as well. So it looks like Flash ran a little wide, so we left 2 people by, let Brembo and Days Truck go by. Days Truck's going to try to make a move on Brembo now. There's not close up making anything happen going into that turn. Joe, meanwhile, the leader before that safety car, is down in 11th position with fresh tires and the guys around him, so he's going to have a chance to try to move up through the field. So let's take a look back at him right now. See if he can move through the field a little bit now that he's not in fresh tire. Let's see how fast he can move through the field. He's got both LP drivers right now ahead of him, so he's got to see if he can make something happen. We got Days Truck and Flash battling side by side. Days Truck's going to see if he can make a move going down into the chicane, that he's going to let PDA get, or not PDA, Flash get back in line. Hitch and do it for Dale right behind him, staying right there nose tail. Days Truck got a little loose out of the exit, so we almost opened the door for Hitch, but nothing happened yet. So we have a yellow in Sector 3, but it cleared up. Nothing crazy happening yet with the paddles. We have Moldy Dragon looking at the back of Draken right now, see if he can make a move up to 7th position, but nothing quite happening yet. We have Days Truck running wide, so he will lose at least a spot, maybe another to do it for Dale going into turn 1. And that is going to do it for Dale. Oh, no, looks like Days Truck's going to have the spot here going out of turn 3. He's going to have the inside line preferred going into turn 4. So he's going to have the spot, so he did not lose that many spots. Moldy Dragon looks like he had an issue on that sector as well, so he lost a couple spots. You have Joe up to 9th position now. You get past Troy. He's going to look to the inside this turn, so he's going to try to see if he can make a move. He looks ran a little wide, but nothing too drastic. Looks like Joe's going to see if he can make a move. He's going to keep the spot. He's going to get to P8. So now he's going to take his sights on Draken and Days Truck. See if he can get past these guys here. Now he's going to have DRS here in a couple laps. So he either wants to get by him now or use the DRS to get past. Oh, the Draken spun in front of him and collected Chef Joe. Crazy things happening there. So that caught up a couple people. Looks like pneumatic might have got damaged from that. Let's see here. But that was a tough break for Joe because he was gaining through the field quite a bit. Looks like Draken didn't actually get much damage from that, crazily enough. Looks like the fire might have wing damage there, so crazy stuff. Looks like Chuck might have missed the braking point, so he went off track. That puts Enrapture up to P9 and Drac to P10. But now we have battles up higher in the field. Looks like we have DRS is enabled now, but looks like Days Truck missed the braking point again. I don't know if Joe was in his way and he missed it or what, but either way, Books is going in the pits. It looks like he might have damage from that Draken incident. So yeah, some crazy stuff going on here in the middle of this first stint for this long run here. So we're jumping back up here to the front. Hitch is going to have DRS on Flash. It seems to be close enough to make a move. He's gaining. Days Truck is a 5-second penalty for speeding on pit lane. So we have quite a few guys in pits. We have Brooks, Moldy, Joe, and Days right now in pits. But Hitch got to the back of Flash, but not close enough to make any moves. Freebird, on the other hand, is getting to the back of Draken. It looks like Draken might potentially have floor damage from that incident too, because he did get hit from the side. So that's going to make things a little more challenging for him, because this track is hard with no downforce, especially there. But let's see if Hitch can make a move here in the next DRS zone. Brembo is trying to get in the DRS from PDM, but nothing quite happened yet. So DRS open for Hitch. Can you make a move down there? So it looks like Chuck has a penalty. That's for the speeding. But Hitch is not close enough yet to make a move on Flash. Looks like Turf is also within passing range of the car in front of him. So he might make something happen. He's not close enough there. So, but Freebird is gaining on in Rapture. So let's jump in on this battle here to see if these Cameron Eagles are not being that great tonight. Excuse me. But it looks like Freebird missed the brake. Boy, they ran a little wide. Let's see if he can get to the back of a Rapture. He's gonna have DRS in the front in the next couple zones. Let's see if he can use it to his advantage to try to catch up a little bit. Looks like Hitch is also within a half a second of Flash, so we'll kind of keep an eye on his time. If he starts gaining, we'll jump into that battle real quick. But looks like Freebird is going to be within a half second. Now Draken is also looks like he's going to the pits. Draken's pitting. That puts Freebird up to 4/10 behind in Rapture now. Hitch is within 3/10, and he's not going to be close enough. Looks like we have a Troy spawn in after turn 3. But Hitch is 2/10 behind Flash still, so we'll stay on this battle right now. Can Rapture or Freebird get close enough to Rapture to make a pass? Looks like he might. He's gaining about 4/10 now. Not close enough to make a move in the braking zone. So we'll jump up here to this battle for P3 pretty quick. It looks like Hitch is trying to see if he can make Flash make a mistake, but he's not. So he's going to try to do a switch back here, see if he can get a better exit. And looks like Flash got a better exit. Looks like we're going to be yellow still. Troy still spun in Sector 1. Warm Hards is not very good for trying to get moving again. But we have a full course safety car. Did Troy crash out, or is he just stuck? Might be for the incident with Troy. So we have a full course safety car. That's going to be crazy stuff here. So that's going to give the guys that are on mediums for the start, if they wanted to go to hards, this would be a good chance to do it and not lose too much time and maybe go to the end on the hards. Which looks like Brembo might do. Yeah, Brembo's going to the pits. We have Flash coming to the pits. That's going to help Joe catch back up now, though. The Brembo, Flash. Do It For Dale's probably coming in. Looks like he is. Do It For Dale got a speeding penalty. So we're going onto the hards for Flash. We're going to go up to Brembo. He's going to go on the hards. What's Do It For Dale going to do? We have a couple guys. Nobody else is going to the pits as of yet. So he's going to do mediums. Nobody else is going to the pits as of yet. So we'll kind of see what happens here once they get by here. So I'm going to do is I'll be back here after this restart, and we'll see what happens here on the restart. See you in a bit. So it looks like Troy might be out of this one, so that'll make things crazy there for the Alpine team. So we got Do It For Dale coming to pits. So we have PDN, Hitch, and Rapture up to P3. Those three have not stopped yet in this race. We have Brembo, Turthitter, Flash, and Draken, and then Joe top 8. So as soon as we go to the green here, which will probably be at the end of this lap, we'll be right back with you. So the safety car is going to go in this lap here. So let's see what happens on this restart. So PDN, Hitch, and Rapture all are going to have to pit again. Most likely the three cars on mediums in the back of the field are going to have to pit again either as well, but they could probably go on to softs here towards the end, or maybe another set of mediums if they have a set. So let's see what happens here on the restart. Let's see when PDN decides to take off. The safety car is not in yet, so he's going to wait for the safety car at least to get to pit lane. So it looks like PDN might take off here in a second. And let's see when he decides to take off. The PDN is away. That caught Hitch sleeping a little bit, as well as a Rapture and Brembo. Brembo looks like he got a better start than a Rapture did, though. What's going to happen down in the turn 1? So can Rapture hold the position to P3? He can. There's a battle on towards the back of the mid-pack, though. Looks like Track and Joe might have a little bit of a scruffle going on here. Looks maybe trying to get past Freebird. He's trying to go on the outside. Looks like that's going to leave the door open for Moldy Dragon, though, to try to get a move on the Alpine driver, and he will get a spot. Now they're going side by side in the next turn. That's not going to make it easy on Moldy Dragon. Looks like Books might have lost a little bit of speed on the exit, so Moldy's got the spot. Dace Chuck's going to get by Books now as well. So getting back up to the front here. PDN already has a 0.8 of a second gap in Dace Chuck. It looks like he is stopped in Sector 2. Looks like Hitch is in second. He's within a half second of PDN. Brembo's right there with him, and Rapture's right there as well. Rapture's kind of falling back a little bit, but he is keeping the cars behind him. He's holding up 4th position right now at the moment. So let's see if he can keep the position. Looks like Turthitter and Flash right behind him. Flash is going to get a spot on Turthitter in the next turn. Looks like Turthitter's going to keep it, but it looks like Draken might make a look to the inside. It looks like Joe lost a couple spots. Flash lost a spot to Draken on that turn as well. So crazy things happening right there. Rapture's getting away from Turthitter a little bit. And now it's going to be, looks like Flash might look to the inside of Draken here coming up the next couple turns. Draken keeps the position currently, but can one of these guys make something happen as they move forward here? So coming up on the halfway point, we got 2 laps to the halfway point. Looks like Wrangler crashed out in the stadium section. That's going to put on another safety car. So we'll be back as soon as this safety car goes back in. So we're back green again. So let's see if these guys are going to do anything. Looks like Rapture's leading, followed by Flash and Chef Joe. Hitches in 4th, Duperdale's in 5th, Jacket in 6th, Brembo in 7th, and PDN in 8th. So it looks like Rapture's leading this thing. We are past the halfway point now, so he still has to pit though. Him and Turthet he's the only one that has yet to pit in this race. He's holding off Flash pretty well, so Flash is trying to get past him. Nothing quite happened there yet. It looks like Joe started to catch up as well from that incident earlier, so he's back into this race. Both those guys have pitted, so those guys could probably go to the end, maybe on the hard, depending it'd be stretched, but we'll see how well the tires are. They're balanced side by side, teammates balanced. Joe's past Flash now, so Joe's going to now try to see if he can catch up to Enrapture. So Enrapture's leading this thing by about 0.6 of a second. He's staying pretty consistent. That's good for him. So let's see here. He's going to move around here. He has actually got a pretty good run going here. So Rapture's going to lead a lap in KW Racing. So he's doing pretty good. Looks like Joe is about 0.3 of a second behind him. He's not close enough to make a pass happen yet, but looks like Hitch is going to look to the inside of Flash, though. Let's take a look there real quick. Flash kept the position, so no change in position there, but Rapture ran wide, so that leaves it open for Joe. Joe takes the lead, so now it's going to see if Flash is going to try to make a move happen here now. So Flash is going to try to see if he can get to go around Rapture. Rapture's going to stay to the racing line. Looks like he's going to lose a couple spots on this one. Hitch is going to go by him. All these guys have fresher tires than him, so that's going to be hard on him, but you lost a couple positions on that corner, and then Duperdale's going to try to make a move going there. So Joe's got a 1.1 second lead over Flash, and then Hitch is actually behind Flash. We have a yellow. Looks like we have the other Alpine Books slow in Sector 2. We have a couple guys pitting in the back. We have Rapture dropping still. Looks like Rapture might have spun. The Rapture spun there. Looks like something happened anyways. Looks like Duperdale got some damage. Freebird's trying to get to the back of Turther now. Nothing happening yet. Looks like Hitch is trying to see if he can catch Flash. Nothing quite happening yet there either. Looks like Flash lost it on the exit there, so Flash is going to drop spots. That moves Hitch up to P2. Excuse me. DRS is not enabled. PDN's in 3rd. Brembo's in 4th. Bracket is in 5th. Flash 6th. Turther 7th. So there's a battle going on back here. So let's see if we got some battle here. This is a battle I'm going to want to watch, because it looks like Turther and Freebird are right on the back of him. Well, they're in the DRS, or about to catch DRS. Let's see who's going to take advantage of it. Can Turther maybe make another move? It looks like Books crashed. He retired in pit, so he is out. I'm going to see DRS over for these guys now, so let's see if any of these guys are going to make a move. Looks like Freebird got past Turther in a better exit, so that's going to put him up in the 7th position. So we'll jump back up here to the battle for 3rd. Looks like Hitch is starting to catch the back of Joe, too. So could Hitch make a move? It looks like Do It For Dale might have retired as well. So let's see what happens there. Can he catch the back of him? He's now within 7/10, so he's in DRS range now. So can he get DRS enough to catch the back of Joe, maybe to try to make a move? So he's got the fresher tires, especially the mediums. So he's going to try to see if he can make a move happen. Not close enough to make a pass going into that turn, but he's definitely close enough to make DRS effective to help him catch him for the long DRS straight after the start-finish line. We're getting close here. Now we're starting to get to the front stretch. So now he's within 0.3 of a second. PDN's also 0.6 behind Hitch. So that's gonna be let's make this a 3-way battle right now. Joe can still probably go to the end on those hards, but he's gonna be struggling there towards the end of this. Because I think all these guys are with where they pitted last. So let's see, can Hitch make a move happen? Hitch is getting to the back of Chef Joe, but nothing happening yet. DRS is going to be enabled for the second and third place guy here coming to the turn after this turn. So DRS is going to be open. Watch the back wing. There they go. Let's see. It looks like Hitch is gaining. He is gaining on PDN, and he's also gaining on Joe, but not close enough to make a pass. Looks like Joe might have dumped some ERS, trying to see if he can get ahead of him. Nothing quite happened there either. So crazy things happen. Looks like an Raptor's in the pits to get off those hard tires. He's putting the mediums on now. He's staying in the top 10 though. He's gonna get out ahead and maybe a Moldy Dragon. So he's gonna. That's a good strategy for him, trying to make that last. We got a 3-car battle for the lead right now. We have Joe on hards, 11-lap old hards, and we have Hitch and PDN on mediums, 4-lap old mediums. So, not doing too crazy there. Let's see, can one of these guys make a move? DRS open for second and third again. Not quite close enough to make anything happen. Let's see here. Can one of these guys make a pass? So let's see here. Not close enough to make anything happen there. Right now, this is the close battle on tracks. We have 3 guys under a blanket right now. We're coming up to 11 laps to go. Or 12 laps to go. Yeah, no, 11. 11 laps to go. Can Hitch make a move, or can Joe hold these guys off till the end of this thing? So let's go put Joe and Hitch and Brembo, or sorry, Hitch, Brembo, and PDN on 15-lap old mediums by the end of this thing. Let's go put Joe on 23-lap old hards. We have Moldy's missing in Sector 2, Sector 3, so he's off track. But let's see, Hitch is gaining a little bit slightly on Joe. Joe's lights flash in the back, so use the Paul's ERS to stay ahead. Hitch is going to go around the outside, not going to make a move. Joe's going to force him a long way out. He's going to force him off track. So that's going to keep Joe ahead, but that's definitely, I think, forcing him off track to keep him there. PDN's trying to stay in the back of Hitch. Side by side, notice the tail going through the Sector 2. Coming towards the slow section of Sector 2, can Hitch make anything happen going into the finish of it, the DRS to it. So let's see if Hitch can use DRS and ERS, because he's got more obviously than Joe does, because Joe's light's been flashing for the last lap or so. DRS open for Hitch and PDN again. Hitch is gonna try to see if he can send it down in the next turn. Not close to make anything happen yet. Hitch might be trying to do recharging right now. Little tank slapper for Joe right there. As we go through Sector 3, try to get to the end of this lap. We have 10 laps to go. Bless you, baby. Bless you. So we're going through Sector 3. Looks like Joe is still holding on right now, and that's going to put Brembo in this battle. So it's going to be a 4-car battle now as we get to 10 laps to go. Let's see. So now we're going to get to the first race. Joe's just picking his battles right now and choosing when to use the little bit of ERS that he has. And he's doing enough of it to keep Hitch behind him. So that's going to put... so Brembo is not within DRS range yet, though. So he is out of DRS range for that DRS zone. So he is just kind of keeping up on Merritt right now. Looks like Joe ran a little wide. That's going to put Hitch on the racing line. We're trying to see if he can do a switchback out of this turn. See if he can try to maybe get a better exit. Nothing happening there. Joe gets a little squirrely out of the exit as well. So DRS is going to be open again. Hitch is gaining this time. Hitch is going to be side by side. He's going to take the inside line this time. He's going to be head into the braking zone. Joe's still staying there, though. Hitch is going to take the line and going to be passed. Joe's actually lost 2 spots on that one because PDN took the wide line that Joe, as an advantage, got past him on that one. So now he's going to be susceptible to Brembo. Let's see what's going to happen here. I think these hard tires are starting to feel the wear now. I think he's starting to feel them a little bit. So Flash is now starting to gain a little bit on Freebird. He's in the back of the field there. Now Brembo, see if he's going to make a move on Joe. Looks like we got a little wide, so we have Dave's Chuck slow in Sector 2 coming up here. But DRS is going to be open for PDM. We'll go up to the PDM battle, and it's going to be trying to go to the inside of Hitch. And PDM is going to be ahead going through Sector 3, going up to this next braking zone. Let's see who's going to be ahead after it. Looks like Joe and Brembo are switching spots as well, so we got a couple of different battles. Side by side, going through the slow section of the racetrack, still PDN is going to have the spot. Brembo is going to take P3 off of Joe, so that's going to put Brembo on the podium. We're going to go to this battle between Freebird and Flash now, because Flash is going to try to see if he can gain a position. Not quite close enough to make anything happen yet. Hitch looks like he lost it. out of the second or third to last turn, so he's going to lose a little bit of spots. The Draken's up to P4 as well, so good battling for there. Joe looks like he's in the pits. Does he have wing damage? He does. Joe's putting a wing on. So, looks like we have a battle for Hitch, and so Hitch is going to be battling his teammate now. Nothing quite happening there. Flash is going to see if he can get past Freebird. So we got a couple different battles going on right now. We'll do the first one. So let's see if Hitch can get past his teammate, Draken. Speaking from experience, Draken is pretty hard to get past sometimes. But Hitch is going to be past them going into the slow turn at the end of the first DRS straight. So with Freebird and Flash balanced side by side, Flash gets past Freebird there. So Flash is going to be up to P5. So that puts Hitch on the podium. Brembo's in second and PDN in first. We have 9 laps to go currently. Rapture and Turtler are switch spots. Turtler pits for softs. Rolly Dragon up to 9th. Closest battle on track right now. We'll watch this one. This will be the closest battle on track right now, but it's not going to stay that way for very long because I think Flash is going to be outside the DRS range before too long. Freebird's in DRS range right now. But not close enough to make anything happen there. I think he's outside of the DRS threat. I mean, he's going to have DRS, but he's not going to be a threat to him. He's chucking the fastest lap of the race at P12. So, let's see. Is anybody going to try to go for the fast lap at the end of this one? That's in. That's going to have a chance to do so. Right now, Joe might have a chance to. He's not quite far enough ahead of Rapture to do it yet. Yellow looks like hit a Draken spun after turn 1. So we got looks like Bremo might be starting to slowly catch PDN. Draken is now trying to see if he can catch Freebird again, try to get back past him again. Now he's on those older hards, but he's not quite making anything of it yet. He's got some pace still, but not enough to make anything happen with it. Brembo is staying about that 1.6 seconds behind PDN, but not. It doesn't seem to be gaining. PDN seems to be keeping him modest and not making anything drastic of it. So we'll jump back to this battle with Freebird and Draken right now, because Draken's starting to catch Freebird a little bit. Looks like Draken's got DRS open. Nothing quite happening there yet. So Freebird might have missed a break point, and then Rango left the session, but he retired earlier, so. So it looks like Freebird is going to be susceptible to Draken behind here. Draken's within 0.3 of a second right now. It looks like Freebird is also starting to catch Flash a little bit. Flash might have had a little bit of an incident earlier that I didn't catch. Looks like Freebird's within a second of Flash now. He's going to stay there for the next couple turns to see if he can get DRS. He will be close enough to have DRS. So he's not going to be close enough to make a move happen yet. Joe's got fast lap of the race right now. DRS is going to be open for Freebird to try to catch up to the back of Flash again. It looks like he will be a half second away now. Nothing quite happening yet, though. 0.2 of a second behind now. But not close enough. We're coming up to 6 laps to go here at the end of this one. Looks like Freebird did lose a little bit of time to flash through Sector 2, so that's going to be tough for him to kind of catch up with him losing that much time. He lost almost a second. Nothing happened there yet, so we have 2 seconds separating the top two. We have 5 or 6 laps to go right now. Looks like Freebird's just trying to keep Draken on us instead of keeping behind. Brembo's keeping PDN on us to make sure he doesn't drop pace any. And Hitch is just trying to stay there in third and not to lose any positions. So, nothing too drastic happening in the front. We'll jump up, watch the leader for a little bit. As we go here, the Draken tries to gain on Freebird a little bit. He's not close to making that happen on that turn, but he is getting closer. Draken runs a little wide there, so he's going to lose a little bit of time. He's going to catch right back up through this sector. So let's see, can he make anything happen going into the hairpin here? So he is gaining through this sector with the DRS, so he's up to 3/10 behind him now. Not quite close enough to make anything happen yet. Yeah. So he's getting close. 5 laps to go here now. Nothing. Looks like he's losing a little bit of time. Looks like Brembo lost it through the first turn, so that's gonna put Hitch up into P2. Brembo's gonna keep P3 with how far ahead of fourth they are. Because looks like they've got yeah, so we got quite a bit of they got a huge gap, so nothing to really worry about there too much. But now they're just kind of all spread out here as we get going here, as we finish this. You getting sleepy, buddy? Mm-hmm. Are you getting sleepy? So right now PDN's leading by 3 seconds over Hitch. Brembo's 7.2 seconds behind Hitch. Flash is 10.3 seconds behind him, and Freebird is 2.3 seconds behind him. Drac is still within a second of Freebird, but not close enough to make that happen yet. And he's going to be outside of DRS here after this turn anyways. So yeah, just kind of try to run the laps down now. Who can finish where? Who can have the tires last the longest? Anybody going to go for a fast lap at the end of this? Looks like nobody's really in a good position to do it. Turther can. Because he's got enough of a gap. But nobody can really do it in the top 10 without losing a position now with where everybody's sitting. Chuck can do it. If he's got softs left. Because he's getting to be the area where he might be lapped soon. So he's going to watch that. So coming up to, this will be 3 laps to go here once we get to the end of this lap. PDN's leading by a pretty healthy margin here. So the points leader right now still out front. Looks like Dave's truck crashed out, or he retired in pits. So, he's gonna finish 12th. But right now, PDN's got 3 laps to go to wrap this one up. He's got a pretty healthy lead. I think with this one, he's gonna put himself at least 2 races ahead of second place now. Because he was. Let's do a quick look here real quick. So right now, where we're at, so PDN is leading 28 points over Moldy Dragon, who is currently in 10th place, about to score 1 point. PDN did not get pole, and he did not get fast lap as of this moment. So that means he will get 25 points. It'll put him at 53 points ahead. So that'll put him 2 races ahead of Moldy Dragon after this one, depending on who's in second. So, third place is Ball Guy, who crashed out, and Flash is behind them, who is in 4th. So he'll gain a little bit of spots. He'll gain a spot, but Moldy Dragon's pitting for fast lap. So he's going to have 1 lap to do it. He's in the top 10 still, so that's going to help him get fast lap, but he's only going to have 1 lap to do it now. So we'll see. We're going to put the fast lap up now so that way we can see what lap he's got to beat to get that extra point. So it'll be a 141.610. It was close, but no cigar. Looks like we have a yellow. Draken spun in sector 3. So that moves Joe up a spot. So PDN's still leading. He's going to come up to the last lap here shortly. Hitch is starting to catch him a little bit, though, is he? Yeah, that's Hitch right behind him. So he's going to maybe catch him here at the end of this. So he's within a second now, so this is going to be really interesting. There's a second gap between the two of them, and with coming up to the last lap. So he's going to have 1 lap to get this done, or a lap and a half slightly. So he's going to have DRS open this lap. I think PDN's tires are either falling off, or Hitch's is saving his tires. So he's catching him. So he's a half a second back now. So we're coming up to start the last lap. So this is going to be a battle for the win here. This could come down to the wire depending on what happens here. So last lap of the race, PDN in the Red Bull, hitting the Mercedes. So those two are going to be battling for it. Coming through the first turn, looks like PDN is still going to be ahead by 4/10 of a second. Coming around through turn 3, PDN is going to lose a little bit of time on the exit. Hitch got a better exit. Hitch might have a little more ERS to play with. And now coming to the DRS zone, who's going to make better use of it? Will Hitch have better DRS, or will PDN dump the ERS? Looks like he's dumping the ERS to stay ahead. So he's not going to be taking advantage of that ERS or DRS down the straight. Half a second separate the two, but PDN runs a little bit wide. Coming through the next turn, good turns by both of them. 4/10 separate the two of them going through that turn. No time separating them now. No time gained or lost by either driver. Coming through this sector, so this is where I think Hitch has been catching him a little bit. Hitch has been a little bit faster through this sector of the track. Coming through to the second DRS zone, this is where Hitch can make something happen. Whoever has the better exit. Hitch might have a better exit here. Cuts a little wide going there. He's going to have a better exit, 3/10. DRS open. Now gaining a little bit of time, staying right there with him. He's going to gain on him into the turn. Not quite close enough to make a pass. So he's going to have to either make something happen here, or he's just going to settle for second. Knows the tail right now, so now he's just going to see if hopefully PDN makes a mistake. Right on the back, half second out. Not close enough to make anything happen there. So looks like PDN might get this win as long as he doesn't make a mistake through the last couple turns. Looks like 3/10 of a second. Hitch is dumping. Maybe ERS trying to get past him. 3/10 of a second separate them. This is going to come right down the line, but PDN will win the Singapore Grand Prix. Hitch will be second by 1/10 of a second, at 10th and a half. Brembo 14 seconds back right now. We'll finish in 3rd. Moldy Dragon will be in 10th, crossing the line. He will get fast lap with 140.564, so you'll get that bonus point. Flash is coming around through Sector 3 right now. He will get 4th. Looks like Freebird right now currently is got enough space to get 5th. And Joe's going to come through to finish 7th. We have Draken coming through Sector 3 now to finish 8th. Those old hearts. And then we have Rapture coming through to finish. And Turtle's got a 3-second penalty, which isn't going to change his position any. But Rapture's coming through to finish 8th. And Turtler's behind him, going to finish 9th. And then Moldy Dragon and then Pneumatic going to be 11th. He is a lap down behind Moldy Dragon. So he is a lap down as well as Moldy Dragon is. So it was a good race. And we'll show the results page here, and then we will get going here, guys. And I hope you guys all enjoyed the race like I did. It was good.